Welcome back, traders and investors, to another live stream. It's Monday morning, March 25th, 9:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. Hello, welcome, hello. Give me just a second to spread a few links around. And we will get started, guys. Let me go ahead and start sharing my screen here. So we have some amazing stuff going on today in the market. Give me just a minute to spread the links to our Discord members and to our Facebook members as well. And if you're not part of our Facebook group of over 70,000 members, then definitely consider subscribing. And if you're not part of our Facebook, that's the first link in the description below. Give me just a second to spread these links, guys. And then we're going to go over Lucid had a huge pull up. 25% to be exact, guys. Let me show you Lucid. They pulled back slightly, but we called this out yesterday. We knew it was going to happen. We didn't know when, but we knew it was going to happen. It was inside that buy range. All day yesterday, it was in that buy range. And then about 8 o'clock this morning, at 8 o'clock, about an hour and a half before the market opens, it made this giant push up. Giant push up from 275 to 348. 25% profit. 25% profit, guys. That's $250 on your investment with $1,000. $250 early morning. That's just insane to me. And we missed it. Yep, I'm not going to lie and say that we got it, because we didn't. We missed it. We definitely missed it, guys. Sad to say. And honestly, it may not go back to those levels. Just because I drew it doesn't mean it has to go back to those levels. And honestly, it may not go back to those levels, which is unfortunate for us. But that's okay. Missed opportunities are going to happen. And that's just part of it. I had my alerts set, but I did not push, I guess, extended hours. So it did not alert me in the extended hours. I guess it was only going to alert me if it was within market hours, which is dumb. So I did fix that just now. And moving forward, we should get alerted even after market, pre-market, during market, and all that. I set my phone on, I guess, silent mode also, so I won't be able to do that anymore. If I'm going to be trading and trying to get these good setups, then I'm not going to be able to put my phone on silent. Again, which is just one of those things that you don't really think about until it's too late. And because of it, we are now going to be down, or not down, but we just missed out on that opportunity. It's sad. It's really sad. And why did it go up, you ask? Well, 25 minutes ago, no, that's not it. An hour ago, Lucid signs deal to raise $1 billion from affiliate of Saudi Arabia. March 25th, electric vehicle maker Lucid said on Monday that it had signed a deal to raise $1 billion in funding for an affiliate of Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund. Now, honestly, it's sad that this happened at 6 a.m. They couldn't wait till the market opened, you know what I mean? But no, they couldn't. So at 8 o'clock, it bounced up. and now it's going back down. So that was a missed opportunity, but we did call it out yesterday in the Sunday night stock talk. And so if you're a member, you would have also seen that video. And now it's going to start going down. I have 10 shares invested at $3.29 in case it does want to do another run up. But at this point, it doesn't mean it has to. I mean, there's a lot of room for it to grow. But look, it already went up. It had its 25% pull up. Could have went higher. Didn't. But yeah, so definitely a missed opportunity there. A little upset with myself because I didn't get those alerts set in time. And hey, that's all right. There's going to be many more opportunities. And that just seemed like the more easier one. So, yep. 4-hour RXRX. I'm not doing much, just kind of staying right here underneath that EMA and SMA line. TSPH, same thing. They're just kind of here. Maybe small signs of confirmation that it's going up, but this is a penny stock, so be careful with this. NanoX imaging, showing some signs of possible upward trend here. We'll find out what happens in the market open. And if this is your first time watching, we do this Monday through Friday, every morning at this time for about an hour. That way you guys can get more involved in the stock market, see my thought process, why I'm looking at these companies, why I'm trading these companies. And the cool part about it is you could ask me questions as we do it. No time, better time to learn than right now. Hey Vicky, how you doing, man? Hey, good morning. Do you look at 4-hour time frame for day trading alone or for swings too? Or do you analyze potential swing stocks in 1-day time frame? Good question. Good question there, Vicky. So I look at the 4-hour time frames for potential setups for day trades and swing trades. Once I look at the 4-hour, let's use Lucid as an example, okay? So this is the 4-hour. So last night we were looking at the 4-hour chart and we noticed it was in the buy range area. Now, that was a potential for it to go up, see, because we're looking at a bigger picture here, where its resistance level is back on March 1st to where its support level is now on March 15th. Now that we've identified that it has potential buy opportunity, we'll then look at, say, like the 1-hour, and then we'll look and see what it's doing, see how it's kind of down here. Then I'll look at the 5-minute, and then you can look at the 1-minute. I like the 1-minute when I day trade, right? Because if we could have caught this, then each minute we could have watched it as it rose and then decide minute to minute if we want to sell. So this minute passes by and then this immediate next second minute goes by, I would have sold, right? Because I don't know how much more pressure is going to be behind it. So I'll use the 4-hour to find a setup, and then I'll use the 5-minute or even 1-minute more specifically to trade on day trades. Now for swing trades, you can look at, say, 10-minute, you can look at 30-minute, and you can look at 1 hour on swing trades. So for example, a company that takes a little longer to move would be, let's say Apple, okay? So now with Apple, you can look at the 4-hour and see, okay, here's the bigger picture. It's in super unclear, oversold levels. And we want to try to get back up to where it was on the overbought levels. Now you could look at the day chart too. All it's going to do is add up all this. So each ticker is a day. I like to use the 4-hour because it just seems a little bit more accurate, especially with the SMA line and the EMA line on the 4-hour chart. It just makes it a bit simpler. So for Apple, this could potentially be a good swing trade when it starts showing signs of confirmation like it did here. Started showing signs of confirmation, and then once the blue line, which is the EMA, crosses the white line, which is the SMA, and that really showed signs of confirmation, and you could have gotten, say, here where it's safer instead of down here because you don't know, there's no direction. And once there's confirmation, that's a 13% profit in about 40 days, which isn't too bad. Gotcha. What's the MA and the EMA levels you have? 45 EMA and 200 MA? Yeah, correct. So I do 45 because that goes off of 45-day average, and the MA is a 200-day average. Now you can just go here to the little setting gear and you can change it. I've heard some people like to use the 180, so then you could just go like that and click 180 and that will adjust it slightly. I do believe you have to go all the way down the line and hit 180 on all of these. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I had to do with the 200. Oh yeah, I did adjust slightly. So you may only have to adjust the first one. Watch this area right here. I'm going to click 180. See how it adjusted just slightly? I'm going to do it one more time. Okay, watch this area. See it move slightly? So you can adjust it really to your fitting. If there's a company that moves fast, like Apple moves somewhat fast, you can adjust that accordingly. Okay, the Qs. Looks like not much is happening with the Qs right now. Wants to go down. Potential dip maybe at the EMA line right here. Lucid. Let's look at the 1 minute. Not really sure what's going to happen with Lucid here. Really don't want to keep buying into this company if it's going to keep going down. I want it to go up. And see, I bought 10 shares. I bought 10 shares. When did I buy 10 shares? Just a little while ago at 8:58. So like a couple minutes before I came onto the live stream. 8:58 right here. So I seen this red candle. I seen these dojis here. I seen it bounce off, and I was like, you know what? It's probably gonna go up. So I bought 10 shares at 8:58, which was this green candle, which, you know, could have been a really good indication of it going up. But of course it didn't, which is fine. And then we had a huge green candle here with rejection. So now, looking at this, we have strong resistance here and we have strong resistance here. Look how many times it's bounced off of 328 and 331. Quite a few times. And now it's starting its descent down. So we missed an amazing opportunity here. We missed that today. And honestly, guys, there's going to be a ton of missed opportunities. Unfortunately, that's the name of the game. We're not able to see or catch all of them. And same thing with OCGN. We called this out last night as well in the Sunday night stock talk. We were starting to see potential here. As you can see, it has a nice run up. It has been for quite some time. Bounced off this EMA and SMA line in February for a nice 175% return on your investment. So for $1,000, you could have made $1,700 and walked away with $2,700 off of $1,000. Right here, it's staying consistent with the EMA line, above the SMA line, showing strong support or strong levels of confirmation. So if you would have even bounced off of here to where it is now, that's another 84% profit, which would have been $840. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's right. Would have been $840 on a $1,000 investment. And that happened in a matter of 6 days. So you could have potentially doubled your $1,000 almost in a week. in a week. So we had a subscriber call this one out. Thanks for calling this out. Hope you made some good money on it. I'm sure you did, and hey, you might even possibly still be holding. But now it's pulling back, so be careful. Don't get caught holding the bag. It's wanting to bounce off of this EMA line, and for all we know, it can. It can very easily come down and bounce back up and continue to rise. Now, what is OCGN? Let's see. Okay, this weekly report is not working today. And that is not what I wanted either. It doesn't say anything about OCGN on here. OCGN recently appointed Huma Kumar, MD, as Chief Medical Officer. So it's a type of of course, a medical industry. There it goes. It looks like it's potentially going to bounce. They're already up 12% pre-market. Lucid is up 15% pre-market. We don't know what's going to happen. I think we're probably going to get a lot of selling pressure because everyone that's holding at 274 or even holding way higher up. Look at this company. There's some potential bag holders out there. I know there is. I know there's potential bag holders because this company used to be quite high. Look at that. It was up in the 70s. It was as high as the $57 mark. And most recently, it was in the $20 mark. And it's actually been in that $20 mark for quite some time before. So these would be some good areas to draw your support and resistance for future swing trades. See how many times it bounced off of this heavy resistance. 518.21, 713.21, 928.21, 411.22. And since the descent in April 2022, it has done nothing but go down since then. We're 2 years later now, guys. 2 years later now. So this is showing a downward trend, downward momentum. Now they did get $1 billion deal with Saudi Arabia, but that, I mean, again, it's not really showcasing much of anything. Like, it did go up. It went up 25%, but $1 billion affiliate with Saudi Arabia, you don't think this company could have went up a little bit more? Here's some new news. Okay, here's some new news. 38 minutes ago, it's saying Buzz Lucid rises after deal to raise $1 billion. Share of electric vehicle maker Lucid rises 17%. Lucid signs a deal. Ayer, third investment company, an affiliate of the Sovereign Wealth Fund, will buy $1 billion in convertible preferred stock. PIF has 60% stake in the EV maker and will be able to convert the preferred stock into about 280 million shares, I believe. But up to the last close, the stock is still down 34% for the year. 34% for the year, it's still down. And as you can see here, the strong resistance levels at the 328. It is showcasing that now that there's some resistance now at the like 344. So that is something to be aware of. Very heavy resistance levels here. Even though they have $1 billion contract, basically got to see almost like a giant surge, a giant push. And now it's just falling. That's all it's doing right now. So we're probably going to be covering Lucid for maybe the majority of this live stream. Hope you got your coffee. This one says, "You are shrimply amazing." Yeah, a lot of puns. A lot of puns. OCGN wanting to show signs of upward momentum again. And let's see. RXRX, TSPH, Nano X. ARM, it's making some gains this morning. Pre-market, it's up 2%. SQQ is also up pre-market. You're welcome. Where are the callouts for subscribers? Where are the callouts for subscribers? In Discord? Yes, Discord is for our traders, our day and swing traders. That's where I do the majority of the callouts. Again, I didn't call out Lucid this morning, but also my Sunday night stock talks at 7 p.m. goes over this entire watch list to show you potential for the next day. So the Sunday night stock talks, definitely. And also these morning live streams, right? Now, I'm not going to get on at 6 a.m., do a live stream and call this out. I mean, I could have. I was up at 6, but I wasn't right on my computer at 6. So that's when it's crucial to have your alerts set. Have your alerts. Like this one set at 3:20. It just went below it. So if it goes above it again, it'll trigger an alert. When this goes below 3:10, it'll trigger an alert. Same with OCGN. But mainly I'll look at the same about 10 or 12 stocks. So yeah, thank you for that question. Thank you for being a subscriber. I hope you do find value in this. Market is going to open in 3 minutes. 3 minutes, the market's going to open, and the floodgates are going to open, guys, because not everyone trades pre-market. There's some people who don't even trade the first 30 minutes of the market open. They'll wait because it shows a lot of the direction's unclear at the beginning of the day. And look at this one. This one's starting to spike up too. It's up 1%. Possible signs of a confirmation here. Oh, wait, no. Overbought. Overbought and going down. Now, it could bounce off of this EMA, SMA level if it wants to. Doesn't mean it has to, because look at this. It's staying within this area. And it has a downward trend anyways. And right now, all it's doing is consolidating. Consolidating. This is FMC. You could buy at the low, get at the high. That's 30% right there. Wait for that dip again. Get in here and there. Another 30%. So now what we're going to want to do is wait for that confirmation. Well, actually, we're going to want to wait for it to go all the way back down. I drew this line yesterday, last night in the Sunday night stock talk. If it can go down back to these potential buy area, support area, then we'll have another potential for a 30% run up, okay? And as you can see, the pattern, previous history, has shown that it's been consolidating in this area for the last couple of months. Now, how long will it take? Good question. From here to here, it took 26 days. So a month to make 30% on $1,000 investment would be $300. Okay. How long did it take to descend? Whew. Almost took 2 months. 2 months to get back to this level. So FMC may be a company that we don't even invest in for 2 months. If we can get down to these levels, let's see, let's put 2 months out there. It's like right here. So that might be along the lines of where we may want to trade it, which won't be until May. May comes, we may buy some in May. Or it can do this. It can pop down a little bit, clear this SMA and EMA line slightly, go up, and then bounce back down again. It doesn't have to be one true direction. Okay, market opens in 15 seconds. 15 seconds, and we're going to see The floodgates open. Lucid, guys, for all of you coming in, subscribe or joining the live stream now. Why does my phone keep doing that? Wow, my phone's being dumb. All right, here we go. Look at this huge sell pressure right here. It just happened. QQQ, Lucid selling off because we got a ton of selling pressure and bag holders. So they're like, whoa, we're up at $3. I've been holding since $4 or $5. OCGN is going down. Look at that huge sell pressure right there. Now it may just pop back up, which would be great. Doesn't mean it has to, but it can. Lucid to 310. I'm gonna buy a couple of these. Now, I'll never tell you what to buy, sell, or hold. All I can do is show you what I'm doing to beat the stock market. As you can see, this is going down. I'm gonna buy 10 more to lower my position size. I can do market orders now, which is awesome. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing this. Buying power. I got plenty of buying power. That's stupid. What? Why is it saying that? I think I have to do a limit order anyways. No. What the heck? Why is it saying that? Max shares to buy 90. Let me refresh my screen. That is so weird. Limit. Doing that. Good till cancel. Yes. Limit. What in the heck? Jeez. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of selling pressure. Like, I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. I'm actually going against my whole trading setup. Because look, it's going down. Gonna want to wait for confirmation. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait for confirmation. May bounce off of this. This $1 billion contract, I mean, you think it would have moved a lot more than that, but not quite. Okay, let's look at some other ones. Reddit. Oh, come on. Reddit is kind of going along with our line here. Okay, it's showing support levels down here. And then it showed a strong rejection yesterday around this area. So I could see it maybe. That's why I drew these lines. It may go up to that area and it may not. It may pull back. The potential here was 7 or almost 8% ROI with about a 1 or 2% downside. What else? RXX is up 3%. TSPH hasn't moved. NNOX, they're up 4% right now. ARM, they're up 5%. SQQ isn't doing much. QQQ is trying to make its kind of back up to recent buy area levels. Like it's way down here now. So yeah, that could potentially be a good setup. We can get to a previous high. Come on. We can get to a previous high of where it was yesterday. Doesn't mean it has to. Right there. We can do a slight bounce back. That's about 3%. And as you can see, mine's right in the middle. Now I was holding this over the entire weekend. I held this thinking I'd miss out on an opportunity if it went up. I didn't. We are down slightly. Let's see. Like Lucid right now on 20 shares, we're down $2 or 3%. OCGN, we're up 5% today. but only 80 cents. Neo, we're up 3% today. And now these ones are the ones I bought today. They are going to be day trades. NNOX is up 2%, almost $1.30. And then TQQ we're down $1, and SOUN we're down like 36 cents. So not bad. Guess I could extend this. And so there are my day trades for the day. Well, I guess TQQ would be a swing and SOUN would be a swing. Those two I did held over the weekend. Couple good plays here though. OCGN is up 6%, so let's take a look at that. Yeah, they're up. They are up. We could sell, could buy more. I think at this point we already failed. We should have bought, 100 shares instead of 10. What's 10 shares going to do? Not a whole lot. Now, should we add to this position? At this high of a level? Maybe not. We're going to wait for that slight little pullback here. There we go. See, it's going to pull back. It may pull back to here, and we may buy a couple more and then ride this up. This may be our better play for the day. Yeah, 6%. I believe so. If you guys also have any companies you want me to shout out or call out or take a look at, I can do that. Most definitely. I really don't know why my phone is being so dumb. Like nothing wants to work today. And that's going to happen. There's going to be days like that, honestly. There's going to be plenty of days like that where you just feel like everything is going against you. Your technology, your trade setups, literally everything's going to feel like it's against you. Trust me, it's not. Lucid's pushing. Wants to. Should have bought some more where I was at. See, it's just selling off again. It's going to happen. What do you think of DDOG? DDOG, let's take a look. Thank you for calling that out, Vicky. I appreciate that. And I want to say, are you part of the investing community on Facebook? Because I feel like you may be this particular person who's liking all of my posts. Let me know if that's you. I mean, we have 70,000 members, so yes, cool, okay. So it's nice to put a face to a name. So that's pretty cool. Okay, DDOG, Datadog Inc. Datadog Inc. Let's take a look. I'm part of the community, but I what? But one. Oh, I'm part of the community, but one. I'm just observing for the now, no interactions yet. That's okay. That's all right. That's what we're there for. We have 70,000 members, all in different parts of their investing journey. I'm glad you get to be a part of it. All right, all right. Interesting. Okay. I could see why you called this out. It is showing signs of confirmation because, as you can see here, here's a strong rejection with a strong consolidation period. It's bounced off of this SMA and EMA line. And now it potentially, oh, it's already below it. Okay, it's already below your SMA EMA line. So what we're going to want to do right here is wait for consolidation and signs of confirmation up. We want this EMA line to cross back over this SMA line to consider possibly buying. So yes, you're going to lose maybe 5% waiting, but you're going to have a lot of less risk involved if you did wait for that confirmation, right? With the potential of another 10% return on your investment. So about $100 on $1,000. Doesn't mean it has to bounce. This thing can go down more. That's why I'm saying to wait for that confirmation, because if you bought now, you can still lose easily 2%, because it looks like this is a strong area of support around that 119, maybe 120 mark right there. So you're going to want to wait maybe for this buy range based off of what's going on here. Now, as you can see, there's even strong resistance levels right there, right here at the 124. Okay, for some reason it just likes these little areas, and it may stay within this range for a little while. It may want to just stay and bump off of these resistance and support levels for a little bit, which is good for you, right? You identified it. It comes into this buy range, pops back up. There's 3%. I think that was almost 4%. I just didn't click on the right areas. So if you got into this little buy range area, sell range, 4.5% potential for sure. And as you can see, it is pulling back slightly. And give me 1 second here. I am going to pop out this window because I'm not sure you guys can see what exactly we're talking about. So, and you guys can interact with each other as well. Thanks for being a part of the live stream this morning, where we go live every single day, Monday through Friday. So thank you for being a part of this community. Come on. There we go. Okay. Hope you guys can see that good. There we go. All right. Cool. Good call out. I hope that helps you. Appreciate you calling that one out. We have quite a few people here. We got 5 people watching. Not bad. Let's try to get to 10 or 20 or 30 by the end of the month. We have 5,000 subscribers right now, so there's no reason why we should not be engaging in this free live trading session. TQQQ, Reddit, Lucid. Lucid's still trying to do something. It wants to go up. It's very slow going. We're up 3% on Lucid. 3% on OCGN. 3% on Neo, and almost 3% on NNOX. So that's, and 5% on OCGN. Let's go look at that. Yep, so this one was a good play. I should have bought right here at the 1.8 mark again. And I can potentially buy more if it keeps showing signs of an upward trend. Yeah, I'm going to buy 10 more. Okay, we're at 20 now. 20 shares at $1.84. As you can see, now we're only up 1%, even though a minute ago we were up 5%. You guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Put this back up here. All right. I can still buy 1,020 shares of this if I wanted to. What would 1,020 shares of this be? 1,020. Oh, 1,020. That'd still be another $1,900 worth if I wanted to really get in. So, I mean, 20 shares at $30 isn't much. I should actually buy more now that it's hitting that 185 mark again. Kind of wanting to consolidate here on this EMA. Okay, go down a little bit. We'll buy some more. Buy some more. Now this is a penny stock. I'd be very careful and cautious with the penny stock. As you can see, it's up 13% and it's only moved 20 cents. So if it moves 20 cents in a bad direction, you can lose 13% of your investment. Okay, so this is definitely extremely risky. Let me show you guys here. Now we're up 1.5% on OCGN, 2.5% on Lucid, 2.5% on Neo, and almost 2% on NNOX. Our losers today, SOUN at 10% and TQQQ at 2%. Now let's take a look at SOUN. Where's my SOUN at? Right here. Look at that. my position's way up here at 634. They're doing nothing but go down. And it's funny because I just made a video on this and I'm not sharing my screen. Sorry, guys. Let me get back to that. First day back on the trading session, or on the trading station from traveling. So my bad. Let's get you back on here. Here you go. Thanks, Vicky, for that. Appreciate it. All right, so as you can see here, like we were saying, we're up 3% on OCGN, 3% on Lucid, 2% on Neo, 1% on NNOX. We're down 2% and 10% on SOUN. Now, SOUN, I would have cut my losses at the 1%, like TQQ, but I believe in TQQ because it's going up. Now with SOUN, look, they're showing signs of a support. Now, this may be a good opportunity for us right here. Right here, it's in that buy range. It's that buy range we talked about, where it can do two things. It can go down even lower to these previous levels of 477 and then bounce up. Doesn't mean it has to, but if it does, that's 100% profit on SOUN. And it's done it before. SOUN has done it before. It has done it recently, actually. On March 7th to March 14th, it went up 100% in 7 days, 100% in a week. So it definitely has the potential to do that. I'm going to go ahead and buy 10 shares. Yeah, I'm going to buy 10 shares right now. I'm missing it. Come on, I should have just did market order. There we go. Okay, so now we have 11 at 586. We went from way up high at like 6 something all the way down to 586. So that is nice. And if it just goes back up to where it started this morning, that's a 7% profit on your investment. I don't recommend trading this many stocks all at once. As you can see here, we're gonna have to start locking in profits pretty soon. Come on. Because we're at 4% on OCGN, 3% on Lucid. SOUN is now, it went from a negative 10% to now less than 1%. Neo, we're up 1%. NNX, we're up 2%. And then TQQ, we're down slightly. So could have played out one of these trades. Probably would have been more beneficial to me playing out just one trade. But right now, I have the money for it. I have the time today. I don't have any distractions. So I'm able to invest. If this is your first time watching, definitely subscribe, because we do go over the market every single day, Monday through Friday. And the more subscribers we get, the more watchers we get also on the live stream, the less aggressive I will be on ads. So the more viewers, the less ads. I can go from aggressive to balanced, then to conservative. But we got to get those viewers. We got to make it worth my time, guys, to be here. You know, I love sharing information for free, and this is one of the ways that I do it. By making some money off of stocks, ads, and other passive income streams to make it worth my time. Okay, Lucid's up 4%. for my investment. So let's take a look at Lucid. They're up 20%. Lucid's going up. They're getting into that resistance level. Now, if it can break this previous resistance level, we may see some more upward momentum. Right here would have been a good opportunity to buy at this $3 level. And now we're going to start seeing some selling pressure back down, which is great for us because we could always just load up on some more. I can still buy 500 shares of this company if I wanted to. Max shares to buy 500, that would be $1,600 still. As I continue to buy other positions, I actually lose money on the capital to invest on some of these. And also, if you trade under the $25,000, then you would potentially only have 3-day trades. So you do want to be very selective on what trades you make. A lot of these companies are in the buy range anyways. So potentially these could be good swing trade setups, and then you don't even waste a day trade because a swing trade doesn't count as a day trade. Lucid, the company I've been calling out for, I've been calling Lucid out since way back here. Maybe even farther than that. No, that's about right. When it got to previous lows at 260, 270, and then it went up to 310, we called it out. When it came back down to 265 and then shot up to 386, we called it out. That's a 30%, 44% return. And I missed how many days that was in. 44% return from 267 to 384 in one day. 44% in one day. That's $440 on $1,000 investment. Why do I keep referencing $1,000? You know, to some that may be a lot, to some that may be a little. But $1,000 is a very easy example to put those percentages into perspective for you. 20% right now on Lucid would be $200, and we'd be getting out of our position right now and talking about the awesomeness and good things that we did. Now, right now, we are up 5%, 5% on OCGN, 5% on Lucid, and 2% on Neo. Our only loser today right now is TQQQ, but I will be holding TQQQ a bit more of a swing trade. And as you can see, all 5 of these are going up, which is great. That means our trade setups, our plans, they're all working. Now it's just a matter of executing them a little bit more fine-tuned, right? We want to just fine-tune our trading. This is 1% right here. And how do we, and what's the deal here? Okay. Well, we waited for it to go down, went down, found that support area for the day. It went past our support level. It broke through it, created a new support level, and this would have been the opportunity to buy down in this area. This is where we should have bought. Okay. Then this average either would go down because we had an average or not, but you could have bought down here, started seeing signs of confirmation, and been up 1% just now. Now, 1% on 1,000 is only $10. It's only $10, guys. It's not a lot. So you definitely got to, the more money you have, the more money you make, you know, and that's just the truth about it all. Now, look, it's getting some resistance levels here, which it's going to be. I'm pretty sure you guys can see this without me drawing a line, but I'm going to draw it anyways. Resistance, 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 resistance. So there's really nothing to say that it's not just going to come back down with some selling pressure, 1%. We buy a few more, and then we ride it back up. Now it can go down a lot more, and it can go up a lot more. As you can see here, it has nowhere near its previous support levels. From just a couple days ago, guys, from Friday, these were its support levels. So it could definitely drop back down another 6%, which would create a buy opportunity for you in the $57, $58 region and go back up for a higher return of a 10% profit instead of a 1% profit. All we're going to do is stand by. We're going to wait. We're going to set our alerts. And I cannot tell you enough how crucial alerts are. Alerts are so crucial. Because if you don't get an alert, then how do you know what's going on? Let's set alert for 62, and we got one set. If it goes below 61.60, we'll get alerted. It's right in between those alerts. OCGN is up 18% or 5%. Let's go ahead and take a look again. All green. All green except this bottom one here, TQQQ. But I'm holding it long term. All the rest is up. OCGN up 7% on R and Trade, 4% on Lucid, 2% on SOUN, 2% on Neo, and 0.5% on NNOX. Now I do have 20, 20, 11, 10, and 10 shares. I don't go all heavy in on positions for a reason. Because if I went real heavy on this at 1,000 shares, then yeah, I mean I could be up a lot more. Let's use a better example. Okay, so instead of being up only $2 on 40, I could be up $20 on 400 or $200 on 4,000, right? $1,000 at 6% is $60. So these numbers will grow the more and more money you put in. But right now, I'm happy with these percentages here. 5%, 4%. Because all we're looking for, guys, is 2% a day. 2% a day to get 10% a week to make 40% a month, so we can double our account consistently every 10 weeks or roughly 2 months. We can double our account size. 1,000 to 2, 2,000 to 4,000, 4,000 to 8,000, 8,000 to 16,000, and from there it just starts skyrocketing and compounding. Now I know I'm not trading with a lot of money. I'll tell you guys right now, the purpose of this is for educational purposes. I normally trade with over $30,000. It doesn't mean I trade all that money in a single trade. I may risk $1,000 to $2,000. 1% of that would be $100 or $200. I'm sorry, $10 to $20 in actual risk. So if I seen any of these go down 1 or 2%, like this one, I would cut my losses. I'm at $123 on TQQQ, down 1% or $1. But that does not affect me because it's not that much. Okay, now I could see if this was $2,000 or $1,000 and I was down $10, maybe. That's my $10 limit. So yeah, sell, lose the 10, wait for another bottom, buy, and track it all the way up. Now also, I could average down if I wanted to, if I really believed in the company. And TQQQ is one of those companies that I'm just going to keep loading up on and swing trading and when needed. So yeah, 5% on 1,000 would be $50. Could have walked away with 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, $100 on 4 trades. Or just put $2,000 or say $1,000 in here, make 50, $2,000, make 100. So definitely, our trade setups are definitely working. This is continuing to rise, which means we could have added more positions to it. Lucid starting to show those signs of rejection here. Now it may bounce off of this EMA line, which would be okay for us. We can get back up to previous resistance levels. We're going to buy 10 more on Lucid because it's showing signs of an upward trend. So we bought 10 more Can I show that actually? Let me show my trades. I cannot. Show cost, show open orders. On the desktop, you can see, oh, right here. No? Position cost distribution. On the desktop version, you can actually see my actual trades. Like actually my buy points, so that's unfortunate. We can't see that on here. Wow. Yeah, it's extremely unfortunate. So we may be using our desktop version more to come. But right now that desktop version is set up on my laptop. I don't have it set up here, and it's weird because it's integrated. So when you use the desktop version on my laptop, it's a smaller screen. So then when I get onto this bigger screen, it only shows a small screen. There's a lot of blank. And vice versa. If I have my desktop set up here, which is weird, on my large screen, then when I get to my laptop, it's too big, and like I have to maneuver and I have to adjust it, and it's makes it for a difficult time. So I've been running my desktop version on my laptop, and then the website platform on my computer, because guys, I am going to be leaving again. I have to leave for another week. So I will be on the road trying to do this and give you guys all that information that you guys want and need to be successful in the stock market. All right, we are just hit an hour. We are now at an hour. We've been live trading for a whole hour. Now, I did tell you guys we'd probably trade about an hour or two today. This is going to be one of the longer live streams simply because it's Monday, it's spring break. The kids don't have to go to school. Usually I'm already out the door taking them to school. So that makes it a little difficult sometimes when trading. And right here. Okay, so what's going on this week? The economic calendar, March 25th through 29th. Top 3 stocks to look at right now is CTAS, PAYX, and CCL. All of them have their earnings reports on Wednesday. And they're all expected to beat their estimated earnings potentially. Large cap U.S. companies on the calendar. This is what's going on for the week. Tuesday, it looks like GME is a big one that we know. And on Wednesday, PayPal, CCL, those are 2 we know, Robinhood. And then on, oh wait, no, I'm sorry, that's not Robinhood. And then on Thursday, doesn't really look like too much that we would be concerned about here on the channel. Major economic events this week. On 3/26, they do have the durable goods order. They do have the PIM, or the personal income, on 3/29. They are expecting that to be lower than previously. They also have the PSM for February, saying that it's going to be slightly higher than previously, their personal spending MOM. And then the Fed Chair Powell speech is going to be on the 29th on Friday. Okay. Also, this is the Discord for all of you who are not aware yet. This is where we call out general information. As you can see here, this is NVIDIA stock owns these 5 companies: ARM, Recursion Pharmaceuticals, Sound AI, 2 Simply Holdings, and NanoX Imaging. Now, these are the 5 companies we actually have in our watch list right now. Recursion is the one at the top, up about 2%. Now, we're going to see some major moves with these companies because such a large cap company now owns shares of this. They're now holdings inside a much larger company. So with that said, there's definitely potential for them to go up. Now look at Reddit. I called Reddit on the Sunday night stock talk as well, guys. We've seen support levels here. We knew that there was resistance levels up here. Now, I don't know why I drew this green. It should be red. But basically, we called this out yesterday. We noticed it was overbought. We noticed it had previous support levels. This is not a very old company, okay? It IPO'd just a few days ago. It IPO'd. It went from $34 to $54 in one day, in a matter of 1 hour, and then it went all the way back down to 48. Now, that would have been a 60% profit in a matter of an hour. Now it showed signs of support at the $44 mark, which we called out yesterday in our Sunday night stock talk, and it's about to hit those resistance levels. Right here you can see my the amount I was willing to lose, 1%, if it went in not in our direction or in our favor, and the completely amazing potential here if it did go in our favor. Now look at that. It was a 1%, about 1.5% if it didn't work out for me, 3% to get back to support levels, and now it's up 8%. 8%. So that would have been a nice play. $80 on a $1,000 investment would have been the case on that one, and it's still going up. Definitely be careful though. This is not a company that you would want to hold long term. None of these companies are really companies you'd want to hold long term. So check out the Discord. We have our main trading floor here where we do call outs. I'm going to get a little bit better about calling these out, but basically I'll give you when we bought, at what level, showing support. I'll show a picture of why I bought at that level, and then we will talk about selling. As you can see here, Mara showing support at 21.43, and then right here selling it at 24.26. So buying at 21.43, 24.46, that's $3 basically for each share. That was a really nice play that day. Been a little while since we actually made that play. That was on, why is it not showing the date? That was on 3/8, March 8th. So yeah, we definitely call stuff out on this main trading floor for you guys. We also have announcements here, and profits. Share your profits. There's nobody here that gives you guys a hard time. Very limited people that are actually in this group. No spammers or scammers. We have moderators, bots, and all that to help out with that. We have 70,000 members in our Facebook group, and a few hundred, I think, in this one. And also announcements, we are doing a giveaway for April. So every single comment that is in our YouTube videos are going to get calculated by the end of the month, and then on April 1st we will find a winner based off of who has the most comments for this month. Now I'll switch it up a little bit as time goes on, but the more comments, the more free entries you have on this $100 gift card giveaway or a $250 mystery box. Okay, and it's going to help you with your trading journey in general. Looks like we got some pretty good watchers here, viewers on the channel, so thank you for coming in. Reddit went along right with our plan, guys. I love when our plan setups work, our trade setups work. I don't love when we miss opportunities, and it's gonna happen. We're gonna miss a ton of them, guys. This morning we missed that 25% play. Literally, I went live at 7 and it went up at 6. At 6 o'clock, literally 6:01 to 8:24, it went up 26%. So an hour before our live stream, this company skyrocketed. For all of you just joining in, these are my holdings for the day. Lucid, 30 shares of Lucid, down about 2% now. It is showing signs of resistance, very strong resistance levels, which is okay. I believe in this company. I could even buy some more here. Now, this isn't all of the money I have. I could still buy 420 shares of Lucid. Now, I do have 20 shares of OCGN at 5%, 6% right now, which is just awesome. This is also going along with our plan, exactly like we intended it to, which is great. SOUN is up 5%. Neo up a little bit of a percent point, and NNOX up 1%. Now I am going to show you my losers because we're honest here. That's what we do. Down almost 1% on TQQQ, and now down about 2% on Lucid. OCGN is now rising up even more, trying to make those new highs, or at least get to that resistance level of 1975, which it has bounced down and touched a few times. It likes to stay right here in this range. It apparently is what it's looking like. Vicky says When do you decide if you want to convert your position from a day trade to a swing trade? That's a great question, Vicky. Yes, great question. Okay, so let's talk about that. When do you know to take a day trade and decide it's going to be a swing trade? Good question. Okay. That all has to do with our 4-hour timeline. And some of these plays take days. Okay. A lot of these are going to be swing trade capable or swing tradable because of the amount of time it takes for these companies to move. Now, NEO, for an example, took 10 days to get into a buy range that I felt comfortable taking a position. I could have took a position here, 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 but it wasn't in my trading plan. Now I bought positions now that it's in this buy zone area, right? Took 10 days to get to my trading setup plan. And it's all about your plan. So now how do you go against the plan? Well, I'll show you right now. On the 1 minute, this would have been a good opportunity right here for a day trade. 3%. Now, did I buy in here? Yeah. But we weren't able to lock in profit. Could have been me talking. We could have been looking at a different company. And that's another key important factor, is not having too many positions open and not doing too many things at once to distract you, to limit your focus. Okay, that could have been 5% right there. We would have been done for the day. Now, to your question, how do I know when to make it a swing trade? When it becomes relevant to you. Every trade's going to be different, but this has the potential to go up. If it gets back up to this previous level by today, then I will consider possibly trading it, locking in 4%, and walking away. If it doesn't, if basically it's showing signs of consolidation and it basically doesn't want to do what I want it to do, it just kind of stays like this yesterday, where it's like right on my buy level. It's not going up, it's not going down. Then I could be like, all right, I'm comfortable with the risk. I'm comfortable holding it overnight because my risk is going to be 1 or 2%, and I'm confident, or I know that the charts are going to start showing signs of confirmation or a reversal. That's what we want. All we're waiting for is confirmation. And right now, this is consolidating. See how it's going straight? There's just a straight line here. That's consolidation. Once we start seeing signs of upward momentum, I'm going to step on the gas, buy more shares. Okay, we're not just going to have 10. We may have 100. We may have 200 shares once we start seeing signs of upward momentum. Now, it could happen in a day. Like we saw, you can make 5% real quick in a day if that's your trading plan. Or you can buy a few shares, wait for consolidation, and then know that it's going up. And now on this 30-minute chart, that's exactly what we're seeing here. Okay, we're starting to see this be less aggressive downward, maybe start pulling out this consolidation, and then eventually, the way this looks here, have signs of confirmation, and we could actually load up and start making some money. I base a lot of it off of previous trends. This was 7 days, and it went up 22%. So in my mind, knowing that, hey, I'm in a buy range, it's going to take about a week to get to a sell range, I am comfortable enough to trust my trade idea, my trade plan, and wait for that trade to play out. Now, I don't recommend that for everybody because, again, look at Lucid. It's down 5% when we were super excited about it a minute ago, and that's okay. Lucid's one of those companies. Neo's a company. A few of these companies are very risky. I'm going to tell you right now, super risky. Look, I have 30 shares way up here. And all it has to do is crash back down. It passed that EMA line, it passed the SMA line, and it can get back down to these lows. Now, do I believe in this company? Not really. But with previous patterns, it has potential to do a lot more. Will it? Doesn't mean it has to, especially not in one day. And so I hope that answers your question on switching from a day trade to a swing trade. There's really no perfect answer, and there's really no right or wrong. There's just certain styles that people do. Some people will invest and hold this company for a year or two and make a lot of money or lose a lot of money. And that's really not what I'm about. I don't like to lose money. So I try to limit my risk. So we're at 5%, but only about a $5 loss. I could buy more here at the SMA line if it's starting to show signs of upward momentum again. Could also buy here and average down if I believe it's going to go back up. Now this may just continue to do what it's doing. Hit this SMA line, bounce up to the resistance. That's 11% profit. It could probably do it now again. Literally, while we're on this live stream, it can go up another 10%. It could also go down 10%. So it really depends on the momentum, the volume, literally everything that plays a factor in investing and your trade, right? So here's our trades again, one more time. Down 5% on Lucid because it's showing signs of a strong rejection. We already knew that was going to happen. OCGN are up 6%. Now this one, I would say, is a good opportunity for most investors out there, for most newbies, right? Why? Because look at this. It's showing signs of upward momentum, not just one day, not just 2 days. It's been showing signs of upward momentum since it crossed over on March 8th. On March 8th to March 20th, it only went up about 15% in 12 days. But from the 20th, it went up another 75%. For a total of 95%, almost 100% in 16 days. So you could have doubled your money potentially in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, in about 16 days, right? You could have doubled your money. So $1,000 would now be $2,000. Now, would I have traded in this area? No, but I would have traded here, because this showed a strong sign of upward momentum. Would have held it overnight. Could have sold up here at $45, waited for it to come back down, not knowing that it would come down, but waiting for that confirmation to hit that SMA line again, hits that SMA line again, and you're up another 56%. So in a matter of 2 trades, you're up 100% on your profit or on your investment in a matter of, again, 2 trades and less than 1, 2, 3, 4 days. In 4 days, this has gone up an insane amount of money. In 4 days, it's gone up 85%. So $1,000 invested into this 4 days ago, 4 trading days ago, would have been $800 profit on a $1,000 investment. Now, does it have potential to go up more? Yeah. It's not even close to touching the EMA or the SMA line. And if it does end up touching the SMA line or EMA, I may buy more because it has the potential to go up even more. As you can see right here, we're up 5% on that trade. Got some green going on everything else. And again, cut myself a little short. I shouldn't have got into so many trades because right now I could have more trades here, more focus here as well. I could even buy more shares if I want, if I think it's going to continue along with this this line that I created. That doesn't mean it has to, but it could. And with the direction of the way it's going, that's what it's doing. So you want to invest in companies with upward momentum, strong upward momentum. You do not want to invest in companies with downward trend. That's a downward trend right there. Now I bought some because it's in my buy range. Now I'm going to wait for confirmation before I load up and buy more. SOFI also showing signs of support here, but heavy resistance down in this level. Okay, SOUN. Now this is the 1 hour chart. SOUN can do a couple things. It can go down or it can go up. Now my risk is less here than the potential. So you always want to make sure you limit your risk. That's still a 15% risk for a 75% reward. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it could. All we're going to do is wait for confirmation. And then, of course, you got like Hood. Hood can be one of those companies as well with extreme volatility. Right now, for all of you who don't know what Hood is, it is Robinhood Market Inc. And it's had a really nice run up. Doesn't mean it has to continue going up, but as you can see on these overbought, oversold levels, it creates a very easy platform to indicate, okay, hey, it's oversold, it's hitting this SMA, EMA, so now that's a potential buy. Okay, so now your risk is very small. Now maybe you only want to risk 1 to 2%, that's fine. But you could definitely gain 20% by holding it. So would you risk 1% to make 20? Yes. Yes, I would. I drew this line on the 21st, and it definitely did exactly what we expected it to do. So now it's in a overbought area, almost kind of fair value, may pull back, and then once it pulls back, then we'll be in a better position, a much better position to buy and make another 10%. So trading has a lot to do with waiting. There's a lot of waiting involved. OCGN is up 21%, guys, on the day. 21%, well, combined with pre-market. So from yesterday's levels, it's up 21%. 22%, guys. So if you would have held this company overnight or bought at pre-market level, pre-market hours, whichever company brokerage you use has different times for your ability to trade pre-market. I think some are 30 minutes, some are an hour, some are even like the next day. There's even overnight trading on some companies, like 24/7 trading. And look at that, we're up 10%. 10% on OCGN. That is just amazing. And 10% on 1,000 would be $100 today, guys. $100. Definitely should have bought more shares of that. I could also buy a few more. So we buy another 10. Limit market at limit orders at 201. Oh, it's at 24 already. It's at 205 already. I'm gonna buy some more. Okay, we've been filled. So now we have 30 shares and we have a 7% profit. Could still buy 550 more shares of this. 550 more shares. That's another $1,200 because I don't risk any more than 2,000 on each trade. But I don't also put 2,000 in right at once. I could have put 2,000 here and it could have went all the way down and we could have lost 10%. But instead, we're going to play off of this upward momentum. Lucid's down. These other companies are up slightly. So this is our top gainer. I didn't have to invest in all these companies, and I probably shouldn't have. I should have focused on the company that made more sense with the most potential. And that's what we're doing now. We're still only at a $60 value on 30 shares. So I mean, 6, 7%, 10% really isn't a heck of a lot when you think about it that way. But when you think of it percentage-wise, that is a huge percentage gain. Vicky, what platform you use for up-to-date stock market related news? Good question. Oops. I use Finviz. Finviz is a good one. And the NASDAQ is a good one. But honestly, I don't really look at a lot of news unless it's kind of basically on the WeBull platform. On our weekly calendar, our economic calendar, that tells me a lot of information. And then I also get on the government website for like the FOMO meeting reports and stuff like that. But right here, they do have a really good news area that you can integrate into your WeBull. And then, of course, Like I said, FinViz, NASDAQ is super accurate. Those two I trust very much so. Because those are going to be people that are somewhat reputable. I wouldn't look on other places like Reddit. I would not get any advice from Reddit. Now there are some probably good people on Reddit, but that's not something I could do. They also have daily screeners on here, top gainers. Like some of these are up 100%, 80%, super high up, guys. So they're, you know, what I'm showcasing is just a small piece of what the overall market can do for you guys. Like right here today at 10 a.m., there is a new homes sell report. So that is good to know. But yeah, FinViz and the NASDAQ actual website are going to be the areas that I get most of my information from. Right here it says a Federal Reserve expected cut rates, Lyft Biden's prospects. I believe this was just today at 6 a.m. So they're very up to date, very accurate. Well, not accurate, but they definitely keep you up to date on everything. So yeah. Good question. Good question. Up 6%. Lucid is down. Let's take a look at Lucid. We already knew that was going to happen, guys. All they're doing is recorrecting back to this buy area location. Doesn't have to go all the way down, but it totally can, and it could stay there. It could totally stay in that level again. Almost like a pump and dump today. But it can go back down to that 260 area, 280 area where it was trading previously. You're welcome, Vicky. I'm glad that I'm able to answer some of your questions. I hope you find value in what I'm saying. And yeah, and I just appreciate you being here, spending a part of your day with us. I probably will buy more now that it's starting to come down. When I start seeing signs of consolidation and then a reversal, I'll buy more. I'm not going to buy something that continues to go down, because if I bought here and it goes down to here, then not only am I losing capital to buy at a better price, but now my average is stuck up here instead of being able to average down to this area. Reddit is still sticking along with our plan. Man, I should have just invested in Reddit today, made $120 real quick, and got out. Instead, we're nickel and diming it with some of these other stocks. OCGN. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that. OCGN. %. Neo's down 8%. Now Neo is my largest holding right now at only $88. So I mean, $8 isn't a lot, and that may be a lot to you guys. It may not be a lot to some others, but it's really not that much. To get this educational process across to you guys is more valuable than making a couple dollars. Why is my phone being dumb? Every little bit my phones go out, like they'll just stop playing. Like, why would they stop playing on a live stream? That's so dumb. And I only have one on the live stream just to showcase that it's still working. So anyways, this is by far the longest trading session I've done live. I hope you guys found value in it. If you did, smash that like button. I'm going to go ahead and call it a day here for the simple fact that I'm going to mitigate some of this risk. May average down on some Lucid and potentially just set my alerts. Like this alert needs to go above 210 now. Isn't that amazing? How we were able to move our alert from here to there. That's really cool. Price moves below $2. We may consider selling, locking in profit. And if it goes down back to or lower than 191, if it goes down to 185, then we'll just simply cut our losses so that way we don't lose any more. That's kind of our plan for all of this. Guys, if you want, go ahead and just mention your name or say hello in the comments. That way I can see that there is other people here. You guys find value in this. I could put a name to who's watching, and then you can get more comfortable. And maybe next live trading session tomorrow, you might want to ask some questions. You know, today you say hello. Tomorrow you want me to review a stock for you. So definitely do that for us. For me in general. Vicky, appreciate you. And yeah, I mean, we are making some money today, guys. Not a lot of money, but some money. And ultimately, our trading plan is working. 8% here. We can buy some more, ride this up a little bit more if we want. Again, we're going to showcase our trades real quick before I go. Up 8% on OCGN. Down about 8% on Lucid. Up almost 1% on Sound, almost 1% on Neo. We're flat on NNOX, and we're down about a 0.5 point on TQQQ. Now, I would not recommend investing in this many companies all at once, but again, I'm trading with a very small amount of money, so I'm not too concerned, and I want to show you guys those unrealized gains, so that way you can see them, right? Not everyone shows all of this down here. They'll show you buying 1,000 shares, and then they're like, oh, I'm locked in $100 or $1,000, but they don't really show you anything. They talk about profits, but they don't really show you the trading process. What are you thinking? What are they thinking? Why are they doing it? When do they buy? When do they sell? So I really hope you guys found value in this today. I appreciate your time, and we will see you tomorrow at the exact same time, guys. Tomorrow at 7 a.m. for about an hour. Tomorrow's Tuesday, so my day is going to be crazy. I'm going to be back on the road again, living out of hotel rooms for a week, and back on the old laptop to trade on, which is this guy right here. You guys don't need anything fancy. You just need something that works, something that you can connect to Wi-Fi. Use your phone if you want. You know, get your iPhone, your Samsung, whatever it is. Use it to your advantage. Make money before you go to work. It's okay to work. It's okay to have a job. It's okay to have a foundation. But it's not okay to miss opportunities when you know exactly what you're looking for. Paper trade. Start paper trading. There's a great feature here, right here, guys. Literally, a paper trading account. I don't use a paper trading account, as you can see here. It's blank. But as far as performance, does it say anything? No, it doesn't say anything. Does it say anything at all? No, it doesn't say anything at all. Okay, well, here you go. Look, there's a trading platform. Now, you can go to reset and say you want to trade with only $1,000 or $100. It's going to be a little bit more realistic to maybe you and what money you possibly want to trade with, right? I wouldn't recommend it because $1,000 isn't a heck of a lot. But say that's what you have. I have $1,000 and I want to put it into trading, but I'm a little scared. I'm a little nervous and I don't want to lose my $1,000. Trade with fake $1,000. I can go in right now, go to US stock paper trading, and let's go to OCGN, okay? Which is kind of trash right now. So let's go to Lucid. Let's buy 1,000 shares. Can't. Let's buy 500. Can't. 400. Can't. 300. Okay, say you buy 300 shares real quick just to see what it does. Paper trade. Submit successful. Did we get in? Did we get filled? Go to modify. Put this up to maybe 301. Paper trade. The order has been executed and cannot be modified. Okay, cool. So this paper trade is done. You're now long on Lucid, not using any of your actual money. And you can see what happens. Okay, I have 300 shares at an $888 value. You know, I'm down $3 now instantly. Okay, now it can go up. If it goes up 12% on $800. That's $100. It's around $100 profit. And this will really help you understand risk management. You know, we could have bought 10 shares and then 10 and then 10 and then 10. We could buy, you know, we could buy the 300 shares here, buy another 300 shares here and go up as it goes up. But this is a great way to learn how to invest without taking on any risk whatsoever. No risk at all to you guys. So that is a really good feature that WeBull offers you guys. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and leave this. We're going to leave this 300 quantity here and see what happens, say, tomorrow morning. Okay? And that's how you do that, guys, to where you don't even have to risk any of your actual money to trade. Thank you. Hope you guys find value in this. We're going to leave you with the food for thought here. We're going to figure out what we want to do with Lucid. I think I will buy a few more shares here to bring this down in case it does go up. That's my plan. Buy another 10 at 296. There we go. Now we have 40 at 31.50. It went from a 8% loss or something to only a 6% loss. So not too bad. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And we will see you guys tomorrow morning for an update. I may even do a video tonight, this evening, and kind of update you on the trades that I placed for today, what I sold, what I bought, what I'm holding overnight. So subscribe, smash that like button and the little bell so you get a notification when I go live. I go live every single day, Monday through Friday, and sometimes I even go live in the evening or afternoon. And I go live every Sunday night at 7 p.m. for our Sunday Stock Talk, where you can see all these trade setups, trade ideas, and what I'm thinking of trading and looking at. We go over support levels, resistance levels, and stuff like that on Sundays to get you set up for your weekly trades, your weekly wins. And guys, with that said, let's end this year on a good note. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your time, and you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you all back here tomorrow.